Friday today, and instead of going to work, I have taken a day off because I'm attending a funeral. My best friend's brother died, and while it wasn't wholly unexpected, it's still very soon for a man that age to have to die. So that's what's happening today. Not really much else to say about it. I noticed in the garden there's a couple of mushrooms that I've never seen before, and hold on, how do I switch the camera around? They're so bright yellow, they look really cool. I'm not 100% sure they're not flowers, but I feel like they're mushrooms. Yeah, they're definitely mushrooms. It just looks, from a distance, they look like they have a bulb, so I was like, maybe they're flowers I planted, and I don't really know the difference between which are flowers growing from seeds and which are weeds that I need to pull. I'm basically just going to wait until flowers appear. These big ones though, I'm relatively confident they are the sunflowers I planted because I did plant them at even intervals, which hopefully they'll be beautiful sunflowers soon. And then the smattering in the middle should be kind of an assortment. Some of them should be lavender. I don't remember what else I planted, but I love mushrooms. Look how pretty they are. I've never seen these mushrooms before. If you're a mushroom person, please tell me what they are. Also yesterday we were at Bunnings and I got this little guy. I think he's caught something because he's moving stuff around. I think he's caught something because that was open before. I think that one was open before too. So we've had a couple of little fruit flies flying around. Nom 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 nom. Sorry about the vacuum noise. I'm filming now and that's what's happening. I'm very tired today, but I have a couple of projects I want to do, including dyeing some pants. And they are cotton, linen or whatever, so they should be fine. I haven't really done this before, so I don't know what I'm doing. Using the expertise of the internet. Let's go. sexy suspenders and gardening ways. So I guess this is my Hobbit era. Not so bad. It's pretty good. The jasmine seems to have survived the great culling of the nut grass. I was a bit worried about it, but it seems to be holding on. This guy is holding strong too. These sunflowers are going well. This one in particular shot up quite a lot recently. Let's go. There's nothing planted there. So this is where I've got the rosemary that is not yet dead. And parsley and spinach. Got some thyme, and this is my star basil bush, which I've tied up so it doesn't stick out so much, although that means the leaves won't get as aerated, but whatever. I want it to grow upwards, not outwards. So that's after I've chopped off about that much and turned it into pesto. And then also I'm trying to propagate some more of the upper parts that have flowers on them and put them over in that part of the garden where I put the other basil, so it's in the ground rather than in a bed. Even though we might lose that whole garden if people have to dig it up to fix the retaining wall, which is a whole separate issue that I'll get into later. And here we have lovely Sage. She's doing very well. And strawberries. Apparently planting sage and strawberries together is good. They help each other somehow. I forget the details, but it's online. And yeah, no berries yet obviously, but also not dead, which is the main goal when I first plant anything. And then underneath we have, well, you can't really see, marigolds. Let's look at these ones. Marigolds, yay! So they're supposed to be a pest deterrent as well, but also they're very pretty and I like them a lot. My tomatoes are kind of dying. Apparently that's normal. It's like a seasonal thing. But obviously I'm going to wait until all of these little cherry tomatoes start to go a little bit more yellow. I've picked some. Those are kind of the colors we're looking for. They keep ripening after you pick them when they're that stage. These are the beans. Got some flowers on them. No beans yet, but we'll see how it goes. This is some more basil that I've planted mostly as a pest deterrent, but it might enjoy just being a giant basil bush there. Yeah. Cam made some homemade raisin toast, or raisin bread. I made it into toast. I got a new case for my Switch and I put on a protective screen cover. Whoop. It's very cute. I intend to pretty much only play cute games on there. Look at that punch. Oh, I'm wearing a little bit of makeup today because I'm going to see my family. That sounds weird. I'm not wearing makeup to see my family. We're going to a nice cafe restaurant, so I wanted to look a little bit prettier. And one of the things that is amongst the plans is that my sister has offered her wedding dress, if it fits, which I don't know that it will. She has a more robust bosom than I, but I'm gonna get it while I'm there and do the old car changeover. Not car changeover, we're gonna change it over in the car park. I just woke up. My brain is not functioning properly and I'm saying weird words, so... What else? This top is new. Well, it's from Depop, so technically it's not new, but part of my efforts to be a bit more stylish, it's a Gorman top, which is neither here nor there really. It's a kind of a high-end brand in Australia. I don't actually know if it's an Australian brand. Anyway, they do like fun patterns and their clothes are made of cotton usually, so it's like nice feeling and well made. And I am coupling it with the pants that I dyed purple. Oh, fashion. And yeah, so I feel a little bit more stylish. Not exactly the cover of Vogue material, but I feel good about my outfit. I feel a little bit better than if I was just wearing jean shorts that are a little bit too tight with a plain t-shirt, which is kind of boring. That's probably what I would be wearing if I hadn't been putting in more fashion efforts, because most of my wardrobe is like staple clothes, so like plain t-shirts, plain pants, and because I'm carrying a bit more weight at the moment than I would like, a lot of it is quite tight. So my current preference towards wearing uber comfortable culottes, wide leg pants, they're just, it's comfy. Comfort is my main priority here. When I was younger, I was very into like fashion, but the idea that you had to suffer to look good. So like I would wear high heels, not for very long because my feet have never tolerated them, but like I would be trying to look like the models who are wearing clothes that you can't live your daily life in, which is stupid. Like I get that there's fashion for art and there's fashion for life and function, but they seem to really advertise a lot of the fashion for art to young women. Although this generation seems to not be doing that. I remember, I don't know why we were out in the valley, but we were out in the valley a little while ago, and that's the main place where people go clubbing. And because we're old, we were basically leaving at the time that the clubbing people were arriving. So in the train station, we were passing by people, and as usual, the guys were just wearing like jeans, comfortable shoes, maybe a nice top, because some clubs have like a dress code where they won't let you in if you look too bummy. But and there were some women who were wearing like the short dresses, skin tight stuff with high heels, but there were also some who were wearing the skin tight stuff with joggers, very Spice Girl style, and some girls who were just wearing like loose fitting jeans and a nice top and comfortable shoes. And I thought that was amazing, because like when I was their age, I would not have felt confident to go out wearing that. I would have felt like not pretty, not hot, but they looked very good. They looked very good. So, not that I'm ogling. I mean, they're adults, but like, you know what I mean? Objectively, they could have been in magazines and stuff. So I'm glad that they got to go out and have fun and be comfortable. It shouldn't be that hard. I've gone off on a weird tangent, but yeah, I'm getting to see my family today. Technically, it's a very belated birthday lunch for me, but it's probably closer to Easter than my birthday at this stage. So maybe we'll just also say Merry Easter, Happy Easter. None of us got any chocolate eggs or anything to give each other, but Eleanor, who's the baby, is too young for chocolate, and the rest of us don't really care. We can buy our own eggs. That's fine. Also, next weekend I am going to a Easter-themed birthday party for Cameron's niece. So I may or may not be doing face painting for them. Cameron's mum asked if I could, hi Cameron, talking about you.
Yeah, I know.
I was just saying your mum asked if I could do face painting at the
Sure
party.
did.
And I was like, I don't know. I'd never tried it before. And then we kind of didn't do anymore. I can do it. I don't have any face paint.
No, I think...
But like if your mum is getting face paint when she buys all the stuff, I can probably do little simple stuff. We'll find out.
Getting the Simpsons makeup gun.
Simpsons makeup gun, yeah. For a bunch of little kids. Stand still. Yeah, so those are the plans that are happening. Picking up my new iPhone later today, but first I have to go to the dentist, and obviously I'm also going to work. I've been trialing some fake nails that I saw ads for online, with the idea of wearing fake nails at the wedding, but so far I've already lost one. I painted it so it would be less noticeable. It's only been a day, not ideal. Yeah. Headed to work. Oh, the lighting is lovely. So this weekend we're going to go to Cam's niece's Easter themed birthday party, and it looks like that'll be our, God, the sun is bright, our only Easter celebrations this year. Largely because no one cares, so it's not really the end of the world. Something else on the weekend that I don't remember what we're going on a wedding trail, which I think it was supposed to be like a drive from destination to destination in this general area to like see all the wedding places that they have, but it seems like the only place that actually signed up for it was the Redland Bay Golf Club, so it's more like an open day. So I think we'll go to that and look at all the things and be like, good or no. And hopefully it won't take too long. We'll see. I stopped recording because I was going past someone and I didn't want to look like a weirdo. But I am a weirdo. That's the secret. I forgot what I was talking about now. Nothing. Oh, so I tried on my sister's wedding dress and also Cam's sister's wedding dress because I got his mum to help me put things on, and they were all too small for me, which was a bit, well, for his sister's wedding dress it was to be expected. I'd forgotten like how skinny my sister used to be. Not that she's gotten particularly big, but like I've been doing hand-me-down clothes to her for a while. Anyway, dress doesn't fit, which was a bit of a wake-up call. I need to work on my weight. That said, I'm still getting a giant Starbucks coffee when we get, you and I, when we get to the city, because I'm not getting up this early for nothing. So I need to dye the curtains that we have in the media room. I thought they were going to be a terracotta kind of orange, but they turned out to be a bright orange. And I don't know how it's going to work out. The main problem I'm dealing with right now is that in order to have the curtains move around freely in a container, I needed to use a large container. And fortunately, I was able to utilize the bin that I usually keep the cat's kitty litter in because I had emptied it and not refilled it yet. But the secondary issue was trying to fill that up with hot water. I mean, logically, I might have been able to use a bathtub, but it did specify, because this is a polyester dye, to use a stainless steel pot for dyeing, which I don't have a pot that big. The amount of dye I have isn't enough to fully saturate the curtains. I just want them to be a bit of a duller orange, so we'll see how it goes. But I don't want the bathtub to get dyed. I basically need to use a container that it doesn't matter if it gets stained with brown, and that's not the bathtub. I'm hoping that it should be fine. Like, it's thick plastic, so the hot water should be fine in it. It was fine in the other container I was using for the other dyes when I was dyeing my pants. But right now I am filling up the, well, actually I'm not filling up anything. I've got the shower turned on to fill up the container once the shower gets hot enough. And that's my plan of what I'm gonna do. Wish me luck. I may have miscalculated how much space the curtains would need because there's still not really room for it to move freely. I'm just gonna have to hope for the best. Still looking pretty orange after I've dyed it. Not super pleased. Well, that was a waste of time and money. Hi, Panda. Nothing says DIYer like a cute little bumblebee basket full of hardware tools. Okay, so this is the one for the bedroom. You can hear it's closer to cardboard than paper, which I like. I think once it's in the frame, it'll be less obvious that this is smooth because like you can see on the screen, it looks like there's depth to it. It looks like an actual painting, which I like. Just holding it there with placemats. I mostly got this one for the colors. It's kind of not a generic piece. Like, it's by a famous artist, possibly Van Gogh. I don't remember now. It's not really important. The more important thing was the set of 3, which are going to be vertical. And that's going in the media room. And that, again, was chosen for its colors. But I took a really long time choosing what artwork I wanted there, because originally I had in mind that I would be doing a personalized, customized set, like something where it's got stuff that Cam and I are into, like D&D, but not too like, oh, here's just like a poster for D&D, but like something where if you're looking at it and you don't know it's D&D themed, you would think it's just art. But if you know, if you're like in the know, you're like, oh, I recognize that as a reference to like Baldur's Gate or something like that. And we wanted to do like maybe D&D, Pokemon, and some other thing, but it was taking way too long for me to decide on anything. And in the meantime, the walls were bare and sad, so I'll be putting them up later. Today is a writing day, so I'm currently making, well, not currently I'm filming, but just making my lunch, taking a little break, and that'll be a job for later.